Once again, as we've been telling you, it is Auto Show Media Day today. It's a big day. Chris Ledeen standing by with the Director of Business Development for Powering Michigan with more. Chris?
That's right, Sandra. Jennifer Mefford's with us. We're at the Powering Michigan Learning Center here. We all are surrounded by all things EV. Thanks a lot for coming in this morning.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
This is so exciting. EVs, obviously the wave of the future.
Yeah.
You have the Learning Center here. What is the overall goal of the Learning Center?
Yeah, so the Powering Michigan team of IBW 58 and NECA decided to create this Learning Center because, of course, it's great to look at the vehicles, and you can do that at the show, of course. But you need to understand how to charge it, right? That's a big question that consumers have before they make that purchase. So we created this Learning Center with lots of different types of equipment so folks can see and feel and touch all the different equipment they would need at their house, as well as in the wild or in the public spaces.
Yeah, so many different charging methods. Let's go through a few of them. Let's talk about this one. So what kind of charger method do we have here? Is this residential, or is this for something you see at like a charging station?
Yeah, so this is something that you would actually more often see in the public. So when you're out in the wild, 80% of charging happens at home, right?
Yeah.
And so this is something that you would see if you're not at home. And so you'll start to see these in places almost like fueling stations, right? Rest areas. And we're working right now with the state of Michigan to really kind of create this network of charging stations like this every 50 miles throughout the state of Michigan. Michigan folks love to move across the state. We love our tourism. We love to go up north. We want to make sure that we can get anywhere we want to go in an EV.
And where are we as a state? Are we kind of ahead of the curve with setting up these kind of stations?
Yeah, so the work that the Powering Michigan team does is actually installing this equipment. So there's a tremendous amount of infrastructure going in around the highway system, but also at public spaces, private industry getting ready for fleet vehicles. So it's really ramping up. We've even been working on some schools who have electric buses.
That's awesome. Come down here.
Yeah, sure.
I want to talk about this one because this one's pretty unique.
Yeah.
This actually will help power your home as well. This one, talk about this.
Yeah, so one of the things I think that is so great about the evolution of technology with bi-directional charging is that vehicles like the Ford F-150 Lightning and the Chevy Silverado have bi-directional capability where energy can go into that vehicle, you use it as a vehicle, and then it can feed back into your home. So a fully charged F-150 can charge that house for about 3 full days. So think about that in terms of a power emergency, but also your flexibility and your control as a consumer. It's pretty exciting.
That is incredible. And let's just come down here and see this one more. And this is something that you'd also see in your home, right?
This is could be in your house. More than likely, this would be in a public space.
Okay.
So this would be more like it could be at a dealership getting ready to prep those vehicles you're buying, or it could be in a public space, a business, something like that. So different types of charging. It all just depends on how fast you want to charge.
Yeah, and it ranges from like 10 minutes to 20 hours?
Yeah, so DC fast chargers will give you about 80 miles of range in about 20 or 30 minutes. We do have a piece of equipment in the booth that you'll be talking about, I think, a little later in the week, that'll fully charge a vehicle in 10 minutes.
That is
at
amazing.
home, at home with level 2 charging, it's about 4 to 8 hours, so an overnight charge. But yes, I'm always asked the question, can you just plug your car into your outlet? You can. It just takes a long time to charge.
It does take a long time, maybe overnight, maybe a day and a half. Now, talk about, you have an interactive display as well. It's the 300-foot serpentine EV track.
Oh my gosh. So we were driving Mach-E's around yesterday and just having a blast with this. So when attendees to the show come in, they have up to 15 different vehicles that they can sign up to ride along in and really see and experience those EVs that they've been hearing about and seeing those reveals for. So for me, I love the show. It's always the show where you can go and check out the vehicles you're thinking about purchasing, get in the car, look at it all, and I just love that. So we now have this dedicated EV track. Powering Michigan is so excited to present that at the show. So the concept is you go ride what you think you like and then ride another one in case you want to, and then you come over to the EV Learning Center and we'll talk you through everything you need to know about charging.
Sounds like a great plan. Jennifer, thanks a lot for letting us know all about this.
Thank you.
Powering Michigan, that's what it's all about.